Hello students, welcome to your English class. Today I am going to take poem number 4 of your English textbook Hornbill. The name of the poem is Childhood, which has been written by Marcus Nathan. The term childhood, bachpan, when I use this word, there are many memories that I recapitulate of my own childhood that I used to enjoy. I used to roam, I was carefree, I was stress-free. So the childhood is considered to be a stage where you enjoy the work or anything to be done with innocence. A child loves anything unconditionally. The child loves whatever he loves. He never thinks about loss or profit. What I mean to say that he loves anything without any logic. So that's the same thing that we find in this poem. Let us see the introduction part of this poem. In this poem, the poet thinks over his lost childhood. He wonders about the moment when he lost the innocence and realized that the world is not what it seemed him to be. He recalls when his thoughts changed and he realized the hypocrisy of the people around him. What is hypocrisy, students? Pakhand. Okay, when a person claims to be something but he is generally not. Moreover, he finally settled down to the idea that his childhood went to some forgotten place and is hidden in the face of an innocent infant. So this has been the short introduction of this poem. Now let's move on to the explanation part of this poem. Students, now let's take the first stanza and try to understand what through these lines the poet is asking from himself. When did my childhood go? Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography and therefore could not be? Was that the day? So what through this stanza the poet is asking about? Here the poet through this stanza is asking from himself a question as he is not sure about that when did his childhood leave him. That's what he makes a question from himself. Was it the day I ceased to be 11? Was it the day when his 11 years came to an end and he crossed 11 years and he came into 12 years? Was it the day when his childhood left him? Or was it the time I realized that hell and heaven could not be found in geography? The poet is asking a question from himself. Was it the day when he found that there is no such word like hell and heaven is existing in the geography or any map? Was it the day when he lost his childhood and therefore could not be? What he realizes that there is no such word like hell and heaven is existing in the real world. So when he realized, was that the day when he should think that yes, he lost his childhood? Now let's take the second stanza, what he talks about. When did my childhood go? Once again he asks the same question from him. Was it the time I realized that adults were not all they seemed to be? They talked of love and preached of love but did not act so lovingly. Was that the day? Here through this stanza, what he is asking from himself? He is asking that was it the day when he realized that generally the adults are talking about love, okay, and peace, but they are not behaving like that. Preaching is easy but acting is different. So he thinks like what the adults seemed to be, they are not. So was it the day when he should think that he lost his childhood? So these are the questions that he asks from himself to find out the answer, like when his childhood left him. Now let us take the another stanza. Here when we read the third stanza, we find that the poet is asking the same question that he has asked in the first and second stanza. When did my childhood go? Was it when I found my mind was really mine, to use whichever way I choose, producing thoughts that were not those of other people but my own and mine alone? Was that the day? So he asks the same question and says, was it when I found my mind was really mine? Means, was it the day when I started using my mind as per my will, as per my desire, as per my thought, as per my wish? Okay. Was it the day when I should consider that I lost my childhood? Or should I consider that the day when I started producing my own thoughts, okay, which were not bound by anybody else? Was it the day I should consider that I lost my childhood? So he is asking the same question from himself. He is not sure about, like, when did he missed his childhood, when did he lose his childhood. He sensed an individuality and a separate personality in himself. So he thinks, was that the day when he should consider that he lost his childhood? Now let us take the fourth stanza. In fourth stanza, here the poet is in remorseful state. Okay, he is regretting, as he has lost his childhood, that is never going to come in his life. Where did my childhood go? Here he asks, where did my childhood go? He knows that he has missed his childhood and he is remorsing on that. It went to some forgotten place that's hidden in an infant face. That's all I know. So what he says, that he knows that his childhood has gone, it is no more with him, and that's what he is regretting. And he says that the poet realizes that innocence lasts till the time when one is baby, or one is an infant. So how can we conclude this poem, students? We can conclude that here the poet discusses how the innocence of childhood gets lost when one grows older and becomes aware of the realities of life. So this has been the explanation part of this poem. Hope you got it. So thank you so much for being with me. Take care and goodbye.